Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. Today is Monday, and since we've started school, I've been getting some questions about how long it takes us to do our kindergarten lessons and what those look like. So today I thought it would be fun to take you with us, have you do a lesson with us as we do our kindergarten for the day. So for kindergarten, we are using God's Creation from A to Z from My Father's World. We are just starting week 4, so I just wanted to show you guys what we've kind of done so far so you can get an idea what to kind of expect from this curriculum, but also so you just kind of know what we'll be doing today, because one of the things I like about My Father's World is it's pretty standard. Every week you get into a really good routine because you're kind of doing the same things from week to week. So the only thing that was different was weeks 1 and 2. We spent these weeks learning about creation. So every day we did a different day of creation. There was some Bible reading and some activities to go along with that. And that's pretty typical for most of My Father's World curriculum. I find that they like to kind of go over creation the first week or two. So let me skip through this. Okay, once we got to week 3, this was where you get into the different specific units. So this week was all about the sun. And I am using this curriculum a little bit differently than I did with my oldest son when I went through this with him about 7 years ago. We're doing most of this. So you'll see up here, they've got it chunked to reading, language arts, and math. Then there's some kind of activity. And for the most part, this goes along with whatever the topic is for the week. And then there is a read aloud section and some outside time, which is typically left pretty open. You can kind of do what you want to for that. So what we're mainly doing, I am going over the themes each week, and I'm getting a few of the library books that they recommend for a read aloud time, and I do have the books that are included in the curriculum. So we're doing a little bit with this. However, we are skipping a lot of the activities just because this year for science with my son, I'm actually using Bree and Builder's Science in the Beginning, and my son is doing this with my 6th grade daughters. They're all doing this together. So because we are already kind of doing science, and just because of time constraints, we're not doing a lot of the extra science activities here. We are doing the Bible portion, and also every Wednesday they have this little badge activity, which I think is really cool. So we are doing this. But all that to say, you know, if you're using this for kindergarten, it is a complete curriculum. They do go over everything that your child would need to get a well-rounded kindergarten education. And I do have a flip through on this curriculum if you just want to see it a little bit more in depth. I also have a flip through on this as well. So you can check out those videos if it's something you're interested in seeing. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys what we did when we did our week 3, because like I said, the worksheets, the activities are kind of standard week to week, so you can kind of get a good idea of just what this curriculum entails. So for the first day, we have calendar and a 100 chart. So every day we write a new number on our chart. We're going to be counting up to 100 days of school, and then there was a little poem. And then every week they introduce a new letter. So last week we were doing the letter sound S, and they have a few different activities that they go over in the back of the manual on how to introduce these letters and what you should be doing if your child isn't familiar with the letters and the letter sounds yet. Some of this we do skip because my son knows a lot of his letter sounds and all of his letters. So we kind of just adjust this as needed. Some of the activities are really basic, which is great if you need to work on this with your child. So you go over your letter. There is a flashcard for each week. Let me pull those out real quick. So here are the different flashcards for each week. So last week we think I have them in order. There we go. We had S, the sun, and our concept was Jesus is the light of the world. So you go through the flashcards, there is a little song that you do with them, and then there's a tactile letter activity. Again, if your kids need to go over that. Then for the first day, and again for calendar, they have some different activities in here that you're kind of doing with the calendar. You're teaching your child how to read a calendar, working on their numbers, and then every month, I'll just show you real quick, there's something different that you focus on as far as your calendar goes. All right, so this month we're focusing on colors. On Tuesday, we had a couple of worksheets. So I'm gonna show you guys what the worksheets look like. All right, so this was the handwriting page. So every Tuesday, whatever letter you're working on this week, it's going to help your child practice writing it on these handwriting lines. So we worked on uppercase S, lowercase s, and then there were a few that he got to practice on his own. And then we also worked on the number 1. The picture box activity that it mentions here, this is something, again, that they do with every letter. There's a little activity to go along with the letter S and items that start with the S sound, and you keep these in an envelope and you kind of use them a little bit every week and build on as you go. And then the sound discrimination page. So this is a page where, again, you're focusing on the sound that your letter of the week makes, and your child has to take a look at pictures. You tell them what the different pictures are, and then they need to go and circle the different pictures that make that sound, and then they can color them in if they want to. So just really working on practicing the sounds for each letter. Okay, then on day 3, again, you're doing calendar, your 100 chart, practicing your alphabet, and then they have a math page. So this was the math page for last week. We were focusing on a circle. So he had to trace a drinking glass, write the number 1. We were also working on the number 1 last week. And then he had to trace a penny, talking about how much a penny is worth. And then again, making sure he could identify a circle and working on writing the number 1. So that was the math worksheet page for Wednesday last week. And then also on that same page, there's a part at the top that we had to cut out, and just practicing again with that letter S sound. And as you go further into the curriculum, this looks pretty easy, doesn't it? But this gets harder because you start with more blends, and also even some short words where you have to cut them out and match them to the picture. So it does get harder, but for this first day, he just had to match up the letter S with each of the pictures. Let me go back and talk about the badge real quick, because we do like to do this part. Every week we've got this biblical concept or some kind of character concept, and they're really good to memorize. So this week we had focused on Jesus being the light of the world. So each week you have a badge in the shape of whatever your theme is that week. So last week it was the sun. And I mentioned in one of my other videos that I like to take a canvas bag and we put our badges, I use fabric markers, trace the badge on the bag, write out the concept, and then my child can color the badge however he wants to color it. So that is how it turned out last week. We've got a big bag to fill up, and I did this with my other son when he was in kindergarten, and it turned out really cute. So we enjoyed doing that last week, and that's just a fun idea if you aren't sure how you're gonna do the badges or how you're gonna use those. And then finally, let's see, this last day, again, really similar routine. There was a drawing page. So this is the last of the worksheets for the week. With this page, he's just practicing the letter that we were working on all week, and then the instructions are to come up with a picture that starts with that letter's sound and draw the picture in the box. So let's see, we had sunglasses. This is Sara, it's supposed to be me, beautiful, right? This was the sun, and this, good question. I don't remember what this was supposed to be. I'm drawing a blank right now. But anyways, he had fun doing this page. All right, so that is about it. And again, as you progress through the year, it does get harder because you're not only learning like the letter sounds, but you're starting to blend, you're starting to learn how to read simple words and things like that. But for the most part, they have the same types of worksheets every day, the same types of activities. So it's really easy to get into a routine, and it doesn't take a lot of time during the day. So this week, you're not gonna see too much because like I said, it is Monday for us today. And so we're gonna be working on the moon. Our concept is, I am the light of the world. And so we're gonna be talking about the letter M, doing our flashcards, picture card page, and then we'll be skipping this and doing our Bible. And that is about it. All the stuff I have written in here, this is from when I did it last time with my son 7 years ago. So hopefully this helps give you a little overview. This is the scripted portion for the Bible today. And every day they have broken down exactly what you need to say, some additional activities and things like that. So I hope that gives you a good overview of what we'll be doing. And then let me just show you real quick for science. We're just taking this lesson by lesson. So today in science, we're going to be looking at lesson 6, energy, conversion, and creation. We're doing about 2 of these lessons a week. So again, it's going to go through kind of a lot of reading. There is an activity in each lesson that we'll do. And then for my kindergartner, there are just a couple of questions that he'll have to answer at the end of the lesson just to make sure he was paying attention. So that is all that is on our schedule today for kindergarten. And I think we're ready to get started. Okay, I'm gonna go grab my coffee real quick. I want to know if you can look through these cards and find the letter M for me real quick. What do you think? Can you find the letter M? Because that's what we're gonna be learning about this week.
Found it.
Found it already? Oh my goodness. Good job. Okay, what does the M say? M says, good job. Can you find the letter M in our puzzle?
It's gonna be so easy.
So is the M on our puzzle capital or lowercase? Lowercase. Good job, buddy. Yeah, watch mommy. Well, what if you were writing with a pencil? So you'd start up here, and you go down, and you go up and around, up and around. Can you try that for me? Ready, start. There you go. See, you could do it. You did it. Good job. Good job. Okay, so last week we talked about the sun, and we learned that Jesus is the light of the world. So this week we're going to talk about the moon and the letter M that says M. So the sun is a very bright light, but did you know the moon does not have any light on its own? The moon looks like it's bright, but that's not its own light. So if there wasn't a sun, the moon would be dark. So we are like the moon, and Jesus is like the sun. Okay, if we know Jesus, his light shines on us and we become a light too, just like the sun shines on the moon and the moon becomes a light in the night. So when we spend time with Jesus and he lives inside of us, we are a light to help other people find Jesus, right? And the more time we spend with Jesus and the more we obey Jesus, the more light we have. Other people need to see our light shining brightly. Okay, so this week, take a look at our card this week. It says, I am the light of the world. You want to hold it up so everyone can see? You do? Okay. There we go. So there's our card. Oh, it's shining. The sun's shining brightly on it. There we go. I am the light of the world. So last week we had Jesus was the light of the world, but now we have I am the light of the world because Jesus is like a light and we can reflect the light from him to other people, just like the moon reflects the light of the sun. Pretty cool, huh? So this is our card this week. We'll put it up on our board and we'll practice that this week, okay? Should we do our straw for the day? I'm gonna pick out a color. I'm just gonna randomly pick one. Let's put it in our cup. How many straws do we have in here so far? let me grab our 100 chart. So far we've got our 100 chart. Let's see what numbers we want to add to this today. So what numbers do we have so far?
4.
So this will be number 4. So we've got 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna write a 4 really light, and then I'm gonna see if you can trace it for me. So watch how I write it. So you go down, over, and down. Can you trace that with the pencil? You can do it.
No, yes.
You can do it. All right, let's see it. Good job holding your pencil. Not bad. Good job, Oliver. Okay, and then we have our calendar. Do you remember what month it is? Remember what month it is? Do you remember what month it is?
August.
It's August. Good job. So that says August. And we missed a couple days because we took off school last week because it was your brother and sister's birthday. So we've got a couple days to fill in.
It was just imagination.
Imagination.
She's not talking
Huh?
about it.
So we had, let's see if you can help me with the numbers. So we had 18, 19, 20, 21. So this is our 22. Then what comes after 22? 23, 24, 25. Okay, and stop there. So this is today. Today is the 26th of August. So it's Monday, and it's Monday. So remember, our column tells us the day of the week. We've got Monday, August 26th. Can you find a red crayon, please, and circle today's date in red, please? Is that red? That looks orange to me.
Good.
Right.
Do you see this? It's very
I think they're gonna agree with me. Is the sun making it hard to see?
Yes.
What do you guys think? Red or orange? Who's right? Who's right? Okay, how about this? Here, compare them.
That's fun.
What do you think? The sun does kind of make it hard to see. I will give you that. Number is that?
August.
It is August. What number is that?
22.
26. So can you circle that in red, please? Remember what a circle is? We did circles last week.
She's right.
Oh, I'm right. Good job. Can you point to, if this is today, can you point to the day that was yesterday? Can you point to it? There you go, good. Yep, so that was yesterday, 25, that was yesterday. And then tomorrow, if today's 26, what's tomorrow gonna be?
Like your birthday.
I wish. What's after 26?
19.
No, 26, so 25, 26,
27.
27, you got it. Do you remember our alphabet song? We're gonna practice all the sounds of all the letters on our cards. You're gonna help me say it. And we're gonna practice our sounds. So remember, it is A, but we're gonna say the sound. So like, apple. Right? Can you sing it with me? We're gonna sing our song. Apple. Butterfly. Cow. Dinosaur. Elephant. I can't hear you. Frog. Is that a frog? Okay. Goat. Horse. Insect. Jewel.
No.
Is the jewel.
Wait. It reminds me of that jewel that I'm
Kangaroo. Leaf. Moon. Nest. Oliver. Octopus. Penguin. Quail. Rock. Sun. Turtle. Us. Vegetables. Water. Yellow. Zebra. All are in my Father's world. Yay! Round of applause. Round of applause. Okay, so next up, remember we're going back to here. And your letter M. Okay, so right here, this right here, I already have these cut out because I used them with my other son. But typically you would have these on a page, cut them out, and then put them on the envelope. So we're gonna go through a couple pictures and I'm gonna tell you what the pictures are. And when I say them, we're gonna practice. Here, put that down on the, well, close. We're gonna put this on the table. Actually, let's keep it in here because then it won't slide around. But we're going to practice tracing. Do you remember how I showed you to trace the letter M?
Yes.
So show me. Okay, so down, up and around, up and around.
I did it fast.
Okay, so this first one, it's not gloves because it's got to start with that sound. Mitten. So go ahead and trace the letter M. Mitten. Mitten starts with M. Can you say that? Mitten starts with M.
Motorcycle.
Motorcycle. Okay, go ahead and trace that M. Motorcycle starts with What is it? Yeah, music notes. Music starts with M with When I say it. Mailbox. Mail starts with So careful how you're tracing that, right? Go nice and slow. And then what about this one? Mouse starts with Good job. And man. Pretty easy, huh? Okay, we're gonna put these in. You wanna put them in the envelope for me? Stick them in there because we're gonna save them for later. So next up, we gotta find the letter M in our book right here. M. Okay, so here is our M. Here are all of the rods. So we have, man, just like you were just talking about, right? So you've got man, mailbox. You know what this one is? This is a milk bottle. Milk bottle. Good job.
Jesus!
Okay, do you want to do, here, we're going to do this page next.
Mom, who do you think has the best teeth ever? Not strong enough.
Here, so let's see. If we look at this page, you want to dump them out? Oh, hurt them.
Oh, what's grass?
Okay, so do you think, can you build M with rods? So just see if you can fill this letter M with those rods.
Okay, but I'm going to see which ones. Oh, there's two colors.
Build the M with rods of all different colors. Like, are there any other colors that would work? Hey, good job. All right, nice work. You get a couple other, how many do you think it'll take?
4.
Take it 4 and see if you're right. That is a really good guess.
1.
You are right, good job. Do you think it's gonna be the same for yellow or do you think you're gonna need more? Good job, you got it.
Yes!
Good job, high five. Okay, so that is it for my Father's World Kindergarten for today. So what we're going to do next is our science, which my daughters are finishing up some math right now. So as soon as they're done with their lesson with CTC Math, they will come in and join us and we will work on our science lesson. Okay, so for Science Day, like I said, this is the lesson that we're doing, lesson 6, and there is an activity with this. So what I had done is I bought this box. If you guys watched my flip through video, you saw I got this from Christian Book, but it's basically a kit of all of the different supplies that we're going to be needing and using for all the activities. This has been well worth it. We're only 6 lessons in, but every lesson there has been an activity and it has been amazing to have these on hand. So highly recommend you grab a kit like this if you're using the Berean Builders curriculum. So all I need to do is look at my list here, and I kind of go through and see. So if I'm on lesson 6, it's going to tell me what the item is, how many there are, and what bag it's in. So I need to look for bag number 8, and I'm just going to see if there's anything else. Okay, bag number 8, I'm going to need a light bulb. So I'll need bag number 6. Okay, so 8 and 6 so far. I'm just scanning to see if there's any other lesson 6 that I noticed. Okay, I don't think so. So we're gonna look for bag 8 and bag 6, and they're all labeled with what the bag number is and what is in there. So we've got bag 3. There's just so much stuff. Last week we had an experiment where we did the newspaper, and we've been learning about the sun and about light. So there's my bag 6, there's my light bulb I'm gonna need. But we got to go outside and burn holes in our newspaper. The kids thought that was really great. And what did I say? Did I say bag 8? Balloons, yes. Okay, so here are my 2 bags. I'm gonna grab the things I need out of here, and then once my daughters wrap up their math, we will get started on our science lesson. Created or destroyed, only converted. Okay, so right now with science, since they are at different levels, my girls are working on their part to finish up the science lesson. There is some notebooking that's involved with this. But then as far as the rest of our kindergarten, we're pretty much done for the morning. Oliver is just going to finish up with doing a little bit of reading eggs. We have been using this just kind of for fun to supplement. We started using it over the summer, and he's really enjoying it. So we're going to finish up with a little bit of reading eggs today, and that is going to be it. That is it for our kindergarten work today. Thank you so much for joining us for this very short lesson. That's one of the reasons that I love My Father's World, especially for the younger ages, is that the lessons really don't take very much time. It's just enough to where, you know, I'm holding his attention to be able to get some learning in. Every day is a little bit different, but we do have that routine, and it's just good. It leaves lots of time during the rest of the day for other learning, because you guys know that the book work and things like that are not the only ways that we learn during our homeschool. So we have martial arts today, we've got soccer practice tonight, my older kids are finishing up Latin, we're going to be doing lunch, and then doing some more work for the older kids later on today with history and things like that. So got a little bit more still to do. I hope you guys, like I said, enjoy tagging along. If you have any questions or anything at all, please leave them in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys. I want to hear from you. Give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future homeschooling content this year. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.